We recently received a comment on our Sonic Lost World episode of First Burst from a man called Remioli. He writes, "Just to save you from watching this shit, terrible review, here's a too long didn't watch. Guy playing presses spin dash every fucking 12 seconds, completely sucks at the game, doesn't try to mix it up at all, and says fuck this game. Furthermore, he complains about the lack of lives and that it's really hard. Talk about 2013 gaming problems. He should go play Genesis games. But then, a second later, he mentions that the game took all of the skill out. You guys shouldn't review games if you have no interest in even learning how to play the game." You know, at first, we were devastated by your harsh response to our video. After all, it was just meant to be a set of first impressions, and as such, we didn't think we'd be required to show off the deep and varied intricacies that Lost World offers. I thought the fact that we admitted how little we'd played, not to mention the fact that the video was titled First Burst, would have made that clear. Yet, you did say that we shouldn't review games if we didn't want to learn to play them. But then I realized, perhaps I was the one with the problem. Perhaps your input wasn't just you being a douchebag, upset that our opinions differed from yours, no. Perhaps Remioli simply has a much higher standard of what a first impressions video should entail, and therefore perhaps he could be our inspiration. To that end, we want to directly address each of your very valid and well thought out criticisms so that we may use your guidance to better our videos, our journalistic integrity, and our very selves in the future. We shall call this new set of ideals the Remioli Commandments. First of all, you mentioned that Kalen spin dashed constantly and never tried to mix it up. You also claimed that he should go play the Genesis games. So, I decided to go ahead and kill two birds with one stone and, well, just see for yourself. As it turns out, Kalen has a spin dashing fetish.
God, yeah.
To circumvent this, from now on, we shall only play Sonic games in which the spin dash doesn't exist or is simply borderline useless. Now this does mean we have to cancel our much anticipated playthrough of Sonic Labyrinth, but that is the price we pay. The second Remioli commandment is this. First impressions are essentially the same thing as in-depth critical reviews and must be held to the same standards. As such, I will make sure that I am sufficiently familiar with the game's mechanics before I play anything on the channel. Finally, you were quite critical of us being critical about Sonic Lost World, and that really opened my eyes. After all, my Reddit username is Positive Josh, and so I should be. Just like Conan O'Brien, I hate cynicism, and I now know that means I'm not allowed to dislike or indeed critique anything. I guess we're gonna need a new channel name. In any case, we've crafted a brand new episode of First Burst based on your tremendous ideals, and we think you'll consider it a real improvement. Sonic the Hedgehog 2006
I'm excited.
is our first real new episode of First Burst, which I just want to remind everyone is a video about our first impressions of a game. Now, before you wonder if I haven't played Sonic 06 enough, I just want to show you something right here. If you look at my achievements, you'll see I cleared the Sonic episode on 12/30/2007, meaning that I have reached the prerequisites of playing the game for nearly 6 years before trying to show it off. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and hand the controller over to Kalen here and let him try out this first level. Now, Kalen, you've never played this game before.
No.
But you can hit A in the air to do a homing attack. And you can hit X while you're running, and you'll do a cool little kick move.
Right.
And I think that's about everything you need to know to play Sonic 2K6, because, honestly, the game is so intuitive.
Okay.
Go for it.
Alright. Well, starting off well.
Oh man, the controls are really fluid.
Exactly,
They're
right?
really good.
You feel like Sonic does exactly what you need him to do.
Yeah, like almost to the T.
Now, don't spin dash here, because the spin dash is almost completely worthless in this game.
I thought we weren't allowed to spin dash anymore.
You're not exactly. Let's not even talk about it.
So, why'd this get such bad reviews sometimes? Like this seems like an awesome game. It's really pretty. It's really intuitive. Like I know exactly what to do.
I think the thing is that other players just didn't have a guy like me sitting next to them to let them know how the game was played. That's my theory.
Okay.
Because imagine how confused and lost you would be right now if I hadn't taught you a little bit about the controls at the beginning there.
That's so true.
Now watch this, Kalen. Did you see the green arrows there? I knew you would do that. The green arrows that were on that thing let you know that you needed to slide under that thing. And so you did without even missing a beat.
Yeah. It just told me everything I needed to know. I'm glad that one screen was there to tell me how to do a homing attack, though. I might have been screwed there.
Well, I mean, it might have been like Unleashed. You might have had to hit X in the air. You never know.
Yeah, you really don't. Man. Oh, cool, it's a whale.
Now, one thing I really like about this game is that the characters talk to you as you play through the levels.
Yeah. I don't feel lonely while I play this. I wouldn't feel lonely because I would have you, but if I was by myself, I would feel so lonely unless they talked to me.
Plus, they give you hints. Now, check this out. I miss this. I really miss this feature in newer Sonic games. Because now, you're going to go ahead and play as a character besides Sonic.
Really?
Yeah. They never do this anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Well, this looks awesome.
Exactly. Now
I'm so happy.
Now you're Tails. And the cool thing about Tails, I see that you've already gotten the hang of this.
Yeah.
Tails can fly, right?
Yeah.
So therefore, he should almost never not be flying.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't he fly? What I'm wondering is how do you attack? I guess.
Well, you might think that Tails would use the twin tail attack, like from Sonic Adventure, but no, they made it even better this time. And get close to some enemies. Get close to some enemies and hit the X button, and you'll find out what I mean.
Huh? That just drops some bombs?
You dropped dummy ring bombs.
That's
right?
really cool.
Now, what's great about that is, see, the twin tail attack was fine and all, but Tails is a technological genius.
Yeah.
And so it makes sense that he would invent hyperspace dummy ring bombs that he can pull from nowhere.
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't he make that?
And you've helped out Sonic. Good job.
Yeah. But not this killer whale. This killer whale has to stay.
Now you're
Shamu.
Now you're about to experience the best part of the entire game.
I'm so glad.
Go for it.
Am I running at full speed?
You are running at full speed constantly.
Oh.
Describe to me how you feel right now.
I feel so alive. It's so fluid so that I don't mess up any type of like running at full speed.
Exactly. Like you might think that running at full speed constantly might cause you to have to like, you know, slam into walls or not know what's coming. But the fact is the camera movements. It's the camera movements that make it so easy to determine exactly what's coming up before it even gets there.
Really though, like, geez. I know everything that's coming. And
And the controls are so precise.
Yeah. I don't see how anyone can not like this game. It almost plays itself. That's how good it is. Wait, let's see if I can do it. Ah!
Dude, that was so awesome! Those robots thought that they were going to get you. They thought they were going to take you down, and you were just like, nah, you don't even need to be there.
They didn't even stand a chance. Not a single chance.
Alright, can you make it through the loop?
Of course I can make it through a loop. Sonic basically plays himself through loops. Come on.
But not in a bad way.
Yeah.
Cutscenes are so awesome.
Alright. Let's see how well I did.
I bet you made an A rank at least.
No, I bet it was a B. I wasn't that good. Was it?
Woo! Yeah!
Holy
God, you are
shit.
great!
Yeah!
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and play and try out a level now. This is one of the hardest levels in the game, but therefore you know it's also the best.
It's really good.
This level is so good that it was actually selected for inclusion in Sonic Generations, the 20th anniversary.
It's a pretty good game. It's not as good as this game.
Sonic Generations is okay, yeah. The storyline could have been a lot more hardcore.
Oh, yeah.
But speaking of good games, you might notice that this sequence right here is sort of doing a callback to one of the greatest Sonic games of all time, Sonic Adventure 2.
Yeah.
Because you're streetboarding again. But I've got to say that Streetboarding here is a lot, like, it controls a lot better. You can really feel the difference that the developers of, like, the experience that had grown over time. And, of course, it's also a lot more challenging.
Well, yeah. They didn't want you to get away with, you know, just kind of gliding down the streets. No, they want you to dodge.
There are explosions. Oh, man.
Whew. You gotta step it up a little bit, man.
Yeah. Hey, this level's hard.
Oh, yeah.
Watch this. I gotta do my, somersault.
Yeah!
Your skateboarding somersault right there. Now, a lot of people complain because they think the loading screens in this game are too long, right?
Yeah.
What they don't know is that the loading screens actually get shorter when you become better at the game, and that's why they just didn't give the game enough of a chance. The loading screens are this long to give you a chance to calm down, to let you get your adrenaline levels down, and catch a break before you move on to the next exciting set piece.
Well, that makes sense as to why mine were so long.
Exactly, but you'll see as time goes on here, and the game recognizes that I am, you know, a really, really well-developed good player. Probably not enough to, like, do a full review of it if I was going to do that, but I would never do that.
No.
Right?
No.
But definitely enough for a first impressions video since I have been playing the game for almost 6 years.
Yeah.
Got the rainbow ring right there.
Yep, got a 1-up. You're gonna need it.
Hey, I don't know about that, man. I'm pretty good at Sonic.
I don't know. You're still not review level good.
I'm really not. But I mean, that's what you really gotta hate about, like, the journalistic integrity of the video game industry, is that, like, I haven't even gotten all the silver medals yet in this game.
Yeah,
and until you get all the silver medals in a game, you're just not ready to review it.
You really are. Once you get through all of the intricacies of a game, you can review it. And until then, you're stuck. Ah, nice.
Yep, I saw the shortcut there. I noticed earlier that you also were able to pull off the Lightspeed Dash, and that's because it was so intuitive, again, because you played Sonic Adventure 2.
Well, yeah, of course. And who hasn't played Sonic Adventure 2?
Seriously, who would be dumb enough to not consider Sonic Adventure 2 the greatest Sonic game?
Right.
God, I miss when Sonic games were like this.
Oh yeah, especially including the friends.
Exactly. They had realistic storylines, and they were super hardcore.
All these dark colors are just fantastic.
Not saying that the new ruins aren't okay, I guess, but it's like, you know, just go play the Genesis games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't you do that, because that would be horrible.
Yeah, I'd want to spin dash so much. I mean, I'm sorry.
Hey, you could play Sonic 1.
I guess I could play Sonic 1.
You can't spin dash in Sonic 1, of course.
That's true.
Alright, now watch this. Loading screen.
Oh, yeah, it's recognizing that you're better now.
That I probably don't need quite as much of a break in there anymore.
Yeah.
The game is really smart like that. But these stupid modern gaming journalists they didn't understand or appreciate how wonderful this game was. And I mean, I think that's on them.
They were probably Nintendo fanboys.
They were probably Nintendo fanboys, actually. That's always been one of my leading prevailing theories about this game, is that the reason that more people didn't like it, the reason that the mainstream reviewed it so badly was because they were just Nintendo fanboys, and they were upset that the Xbox 360 and the PS3 got this wonderful game, right? But the Wii didn't. The Wii didn't get to experience this.
The Wii couldn't handle this.
Let's face it, that's true.
This is too much of a hardcore game for a Wii. Wii's they didn't have it in them.
I'm taking a few hits here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is getting really hard.
I'm still hardcore, though. And here we go.
Man.
Perhaps the greatest sequence. Now, did you hear that right there? That tornado's carrying a car?
Yeah.
God, I don't understand why that sound clip wasn't in Brawl. I don't know why, like, you'd think that sound clip is so closely associated with Sonic that why wouldn't they want to put that in there?
Why wouldn't that have been his final smash?
Oh, dude, that would have been awesome!
Everybody gets crushed by a tornado carrying a car. Like, you can't write these things, man. They're just too good.
You'll see, I'm taking a few hits here, but that's okay because challenge is a good thing, right?
Yeah.
And when you overcome that challenge, you feel so good. I mean, I don't think you would have any problem playing through this part. Now that I've imparted my knowledge of the game onto you.
Yeah.
But still, it is pretty difficult.
Yeah, I can see that.
I love how the cars come out of the tornado just totally at random.
Yeah.
And look at this. The tornado has completely stopped, and we've gone into slow-mo for maximum coolness effect.
It's given up. It doesn't even think it can catch you anymore.
So, Kalen, what are your first impressions of Sonic 2K6?
It seems like a really awesome game, and I think we should actually go for the full review.
We should go for the full review?
I think we should. I think we should put the rest of the time into it, about 2 more years.
Right.
We'll have
2 or 3, maybe.
Probably 3.
Probably 3. All right. Well, we will bring you our Sonic 06 full review in November of 2016. Then November 2016.
Sounds like a plan.
The 10-year anniversary of the game's release, and that was incredible, Sonic. Thank you.
Good job, Josh.